Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to the kingdom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. This episode, we're going to check out the power control room mod. So, a lot of times we have a lot of power issues, and you're trying to figure out what direction it is, who's using all the power, all that stuff. So, I don't know anything about it. We're going to check it out. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so here we are at the hub. It's in Tier 1. Power control room. And we have all these things to look at. Okay, so I'm thinking we're just going to have a little fun. So over here, I have this. There we go. So I have one of my main powers right now is my power pyramid, which is my solar power, which goes to a lot of the powers I have right now. And I just recently made this because I took all the power that I had from on top of certain buildings, which then I redid. So for all you guys out there, yeah, this is how it's looking out. I'm switching everything over. I love more power, but not for walls. Okay, so let's make this thing for testing. We need a good testing spot. Awesome. Okay, so now we have this spot right here. We have input into my system. Let's get back down to 1. There we go. There's my input. And now we have all kinds of things we can do with power creation and all that stuff. Okay, so let's sit there. It's going to be under power? Yep. Okay, cool. So let's look at each one of these. So first we have a power switch. And according to that, it says power switch, simple power switch, turn on and off. Okay. So I'm guessing this was the input because I saw the power coming into it, and that was the output. And you hit E and it turns on and off. Well, that's easy. Okay. I like that. I really do. I like that. Well, here's the thing for that. Here's a wall. Can I put it on a wall? No. There's no wallness. Okay. I like it a little bit less. Can I put it on a ceiling? Kinda, but not really. Okay. Okay, a little bit less, but it still does a lot. Okay, power switch. Ooh, look at that. Why am I getting attacked? I did turn on things before. Okay, whatever. Ooh. So you have the 12 sectors. You can turn them on and off and be able to know what they use and what they don't use. Awesome. You have each inputs and the outputs on each one. Okay, I'm going to have to play with that. Oh, actually, I'll play with this. Because this one has one input and the 12 outputs. Ooh. I would so want to implement this into my build if it wasn't for the fact that I have no idea what's coming out in Update 4. And so it would probably be counterproductive. But that is awesome. Okay. Oh, also, you need to be able to hit escape to get out easily? Okay, so emergency power storage, 1,000. 1,000 batteries. No refund if dismantle. Generates 750 megawatts for 15 minutes and turns into scrap. Well, I'm cheating right now, so who cares? It's just a battery. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, since there's no power to it. Okay, so if I were to put power to it, it just runs. It just runs for, you put it down, connect it, it runs for 15 minutes. There's no way to turn it off. Wow. Okay, so let's see if you have a whole bunch of batteries. You have no power. Just set it down, you got it, and go. But when you get it out, you get nothing. I see. Okay. Okay. Auto switch and. Let's inputs connect to outputs only if the two inputs have energy. Okay, so these two have to have energy in order to put power out there. Because if they don't, okay. We're going to have to play with that. We're going to have to play with that. Less power. Let's the less powerful line connect to the output. So you have an output, and whichever line uses the least amount of power, it gets the power. Okay, and more power does the other thing. Lets you set how much power goes to the output. Okay, I can see that. Wireless power. Ooh. Lets you connect wirelessly. That's awesome. Belt stopper. If we lose enough power, that belt stops. I like that. Pull sign. Red if fuse is triggered. And then you got a central one. Okay, well let's see here. So I'll go by boom and I go to you. Okay, you can't go this way. Can I go this way? So you have to go out of it. Okay. So now this one has input. Awesome. Okay. Let's make some machines that use power. Awesome. So let's do the first thing. Just for fun's sake, let's do the first test. First test is that less power one. Let's do that one. So you are input, you are output, and you are output. And this uses more power than that uses, I'm guessing. No. Wow, that thing keeps switching back and forth. So as it loads more, it's not using as much power. So therefore it goes over here. And that one's constantly using power. It doesn't stop. Okay. So that could be confusing. I'm guessing the more will do the same thing. So let's do the belt stopper. Okay. Then we will then make the constructor. So it comes in and what is going on? Oh, so this is the 3 outputs? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so if I give it power, it uses all my, this is the little bit of storage it has. And then this thing can start making screws. That's awesome. Okay. You're not going to make me screws? You have no power. But you do have power. I'm giving you power. Oh. Oh. Like I say, I've been having power issues. I'll just unhook the power for the rest of my system from this. Something must have kicked on that I went over the threshold yet again. And then you're using your power. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is all because I've been running out of power, and I'm going to unlock new power next episode. But we're okay. So let's quickly test these other things out and get it, and so you guys can do the stuff. I want to do the pole signs. So you get a pole sign. You get a pole sign. You get a pole sign. So you go to that. You go to that. You go to that. You are water, power. You are screws. Yeah. And you are power. So this one's producing power. Okay, so then we're going to implement everything that we're going to put in. I didn't mean to have it come that way. Okay. Stop bugging me. Okay, so that power comes into there. You are number 1. You are number 2. Awesome. And we also put the central pole sign. So power. Okay, and then oh, they go that way. Okay, they are connected. So here we are. I don't know what that was. Okay, so they all say the same. Stop it. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I need to. Okay, now I don't worry about that anymore. So they're connected to that. And I've given them power. You have power. And you have power. Which you probably are not using much of it because of other reasons. Put you in the fluid buffer. And now it's getting water. Okay, good. Now it's using power. So it's using power. It's consuming 26. This one is consuming 26. So it's, if I turn you off, it will say 20. If I put you on, 26. If I put you this, that was 6. Okay, I was able to close that with escape. So this is a very good start to everything, but I want to be able to see, like, I would love to see, like, for this one, it should say 32 in, consume 0. Because this particular plant is this one. And this one, itself going to a certain direction. So, oh, directional. You have to be directional. Is just the consumables coming in. That one's going out for 20. That one's going out for 6. You should be able to see who is using what. Unfortunately, like, especially on this one, I should see capacity 3200, production 0. This should have 0, because you should see one that has what power is coming in, and this one should say consume 6. This one say consume 20, And that way you know what is being used in what section. Right now, it's just, this is just a glorified turning on and offness. So I can be like, that one's on, and I'll turn you on. Turn you on. No, I don't want you to on. I'll turn you off. And that's all you're doing. You're just being able to turn on your little sections. So this is a good preliminary. I just realized that this is technically a wall. So you're able to have this on the side and have it for. That's ingenious. This is the same thing. It just lets you know about that section. But if this is the way it works, is they're all connected, then I don't know how. See, like con 6, that's con 6. So this one should say con 0 because that one turned off because it used all the power. And it's done. It doesn't want to use it anymore. This is a good preliminary. I'm enjoying it, like wireless power. Let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm going to use this to connect to the rest of my base. Temporarily. Here we go. We're going to put like boom. Because I disconnected from my base. So this will be just power. That's what we'll call it. As long as I make 2 connections where they both say power. Okay, so this one's connected to this one. Oh, this was power too. Okay. So that one is now connected to power. Wirelessly. Oh, okay. And if I were to do the third power and connect it to this. Uh-oh. Okay, that I like. That see, this one right here is shutting everything down. These are okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can't run the rest of my because they're using too much power. I don't know what I must have took something out and used a little bit more power than I was been used to, but it's making 2173. It can't run it because you have to be able to hit this. It will hit it for a little while and then something will kick in and it will shut down. If I were to activate it, everything will be shut down. I can turn you off and reset everything else. Okay. That right there is worth it. That right there is worth it. Being able to be like, okay, they're all shut down. Let's take off this sector and run it. Oh, I like that. I love that. Okay, is there anything I really need to do before we sign off? Belt stopper worked, kind of. That worked. Wireless power is working very well. Pentometer. You can just say how much this area can use, and they can't use more than that. Okay. I don't know how that would be useful. And I'm gonna sit there. Just a simple power switch. Awesome. I like this. I like this. You've seen my so issue. So like sorry. Let's talk again. Positives. All the fun stuff that we can do. Wireless power is something we don't have in the main game. That is awesome. The pulse signs, I don't understand them yet. So that's Battle Stopper works just as advertised. That is awesome. Less and more. They work. I don't know applications yet, but I'm pretty sure I can come up with an application. The only downside is Yeah, never mind. So that basically less power. What I would like to see is emergency cutoff, auto switch, emergency cutoff. So basically, what would happen would be you would have that, and it would, if power in general would get less than a certain amount, it would automatically shut off power to this area. So let's say for me, I know the reason why I'm really, really working with power is because of, where are you? This right here. This is the huge amount of power. This is colossal growing power. This is used a lot of power. So like if I lose power for the rest of the station, I would have one of those which would cut power to that area. And that would be awesome. And I would have it here, and it would be like, okay, just unhook it, but it would do it automatically for me, which would be awesome. But yeah, I like it. Critiques. The power switch thing. The problem I have, the biggest problem I have is these right here, where it says production, consumption. It's for the whole network. It's still for the whole network. And I would like to see this tell me about Sector 2's production and consumption. So like in this system, it would be, you'd have one more, like right down here, and it would be like power input, and it would be production, blah, consumption, blah. Because then you go, well, the input is this, it's coming in, and it's using this much, but it's producing this much. Cool. And then on each one of these, it will tell me what, in these sections, if there's any production in that section, and how much consumption in that section, and only that section, would make this so much easier. Other than that, I don't understand these at all. These seem to be the same and different. It will give you, I guess it will, because these are using consumption. So I don't see, nothing. It's not doing anything. So if I take all the screws out, but like if I were to remove power to it, would it alert? It doesn't alert. It doesn't alert. I don't know what, I don't understand them. And this switch 1x12, it should, you know, I would have it just, you know, maybe you just order reams for this. So you can have a quick, see this thing, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, and then it would have a rearm thing on it. Power alert. Well, there we go. It did it. Tell me they don't have power. You're not telling me, though. You're not telling me. So it doesn't have the... This is not working. That's okay. That's okay. But this now tells me that in the screws, it doesn't have power. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. The only downside is you have one section go off. And you have like... Yeah. You have 400 million of these. Yeah. You have 400 million of them. It's still red. They all will go off at the same time. It'll be like screws are down, plates are down, everything's down. And you'll be like, ugh. Okay. Well, thank you guys for letting me, like, I know I'm hooing and hawing, and it's got power now, and it's working, and I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you love what you saw, hit the subscribe button. I hope that if you're interested in this mod, I would love to see what other people's do in this mod. I would love to see it. If you want to make it more grandiose. I'm not going to do it yet. Update 4 is kind of making it so I don't want to use any new mods in all my stuff. I'm going to just utilize what I have until it comes out, because it's soon. Next month. Maybe. But again, if you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you love what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you guys later.